All right. Our next topic, Final Fantasy 15. Uh, I've got a lot to get off my chest about this, but before I taint your opinion, you go ahead with
I was
yours.
gonna say, uh, I've kind of recently started getting into Final Fantasy, because I was like 4 years old when you were probably like 16 or
We don't
15.
need to go into that information.
But I wasn't really a part of that generation that got to enjoy those games, and I feel kind of lost about that. So I've been trying to get back into that, and unfortunately, the game that I got into was Final Fantasy Corridor or Final Fantasy 13. Um, and then I saw this, and I heard that it was going to be open world. The graphics looked great. I thought the world looked beautiful. All the monsters and like the weird animals just looked great, and it got me kind of all excited because I'm a huge aesthetic looking person. I love the way that things look, and it looks great. However, I do agree that it has taken them way too long to make this game.
I have not expressed my opinion yet.
I know, I just know how you feel. But also, along with my opinion, I do think that it's taken them a little too long, as well as another Square Enix game. Where is Kingdom Hearts 3?
It's coming. It is on the way.
That does not help me, but I'm done.
Okay, you're done. Time for this, hopefully not too lengthy segment. I will try to keep it short, as short as I can. So my experience with this game is not like the what the press is saying about the game is, oh, Final Fantasy 15 is going to be like this whole new awesome thing with like things you've never seen before, and they're going in this direction, not that direction. That's an old direction. We don't want to go in that direction. We want to go in a new direction. And I'm sorry, I can't get on board the hype machine for this game. This game is, to me, will never be Final Fantasy 15. This game will be Final Fantasy 13 Versus. That was released. I think at this point it's been a decade. It will be a full decade come E3 next month. One full decade. And yes, I know there are games out there that have had longer development cycles. Duke Nukem Forever, right?
It did take them forever.
It did take them forever. They weren't kidding. But was anyone really waiting with a bated breath for that game? Honestly, no. And, what came out was a fairly mediocre experience. So, this game was, let's just say, and I won't even get into the console exclusivity because that used to upset me, but I'm well over it at this point. What system was going to be on and not going to be on, and da 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 da. So this game started as a companion game to Final Fantasy 13. It was going to be basically, I think, same universe, maybe different time period. It had a very Kingdom Hearts style look to the battle system. And it seems like it's actually carried over to the current version that we have in 15 with these demos that has been released. To me, that hasn't really changed. But the issue that I have with this is this game has taken so much of Square Enix's attention. We haven't gotten Kingdom Hearts 3 until now. We got Final Fantasy 13, 2, and then 3, the sequels that nobody asked for. Nobody asked for them. 13, 2, and then Lightning Returns. 13, if regardless of issues you may have with 13, it's a complete game from start to finish. It has a complete story. No Final Fantasy ever needs a sequel. I'm sure one's nice, but not one that was as, had such a mixed reception as 13 did. So this was kind of going to be like, oh, well, we'll make up for 13, oh, you didn't like the fact that it was just corridors and hallways that you walked through fighting enemies and whatnot. Okay, we hear you. This is going to be open world. And then we just basically put it into, for lack of a better term, development hell until here we are today. We'll just wait for a new system to come out, rebrand it Final Fantasy 15. Also, I'm pretty sure this is the reason why we haven't gotten a Final Fantasy 7 remake announcement until now. Like, they're just like, oh, we're so swamped with this game, you're not going to get any Kingdom Hearts 3, you're not going to get a remake, you're not going to get anything that you actually want as a gamer and as a fan of Square Enix. And are you looking for other RPGs from Square Enix? Forget that. What is this, the PS1 era? No. No, we're done doing that. Oh, you want a Chrono Trigger sequel. You know what was said about the Chrono Trigger sequel, right?
No, I don't.
When when the DS version was released, it did not sell well. So I think I haven't seen this article in forever, but I think it was definitely an executive of Square Enix. When he was asked about a potential sequel, he basically said, if people want a sequel, they need to buy the game, and he was referring to the DS version of the game. I have the DS version of the game. I have the PlayStation version of the game. The only version I don't have is the Super Nintendo. The game's great. I have bought it twice. Give us a good sequel for that. But no, we're too busy with Final Fantasy 13 versus / Final Fantasy 15. So yeah, I can't get behind this game because they have sunk so much time and energy that I almost don't care about Square Enix. Am I looking forward to Kingdom Hearts 3? You betcha. Am I looking forward to Final Fantasy 7 Remake? It's the reason I bought a PlayStation 4. So, yeah, those are my feelings about the game.
That was actually pretty good.